through. So let's start up with Tristan Thomas. So Mr. Tristan Thomas is being dragged on social media for being a deadbeat dad, be calling a deadbeat because this man ended up posting three of his kids and him. He didn't post the baby son Theo. I said, damn. I said, we doing that? That's how we ending the year off with? You acting like that, Tristan? Okay, we're gonna move on past Mr. Tristan. So we move on to Elon Musk. So Mr. Elon Musk is a true puppet master. So he done posted over 150 posts trying on his X Twitter, trying to get the Republicans to not sign a bill, the spending bill that's coming up, because you know the shutdown. There's always a shutdown at the end of the year, trying to figure out what's gonna be and whatever. So he then came up with a new one, and it's mostly all he cares about is himself. And we can tell that Donald Trump is just a figure, and he will be running the country, which is the sad part about it. And I said, this is crazy. So the people don't be complaining who voted for Mr. Trump. Um, yeah, because Elon Musk is gonna be running from the behind the scenes. So let's move on from that. So Sesame Street is looking for a new home because Warner Brothers Discovery said we ain't renewing. I said, how y'all not gonna renew Sesame Street? One of the best kid shows ever. And I mean ever. Because the rest of these kid shows that's out there, they ain't doing it like Sesame Street. They really not. But you know, people gonna do what they gonna do. Hopefully Sesame Street can find them a new home very soon by next year. Because I said kids gonna need that. Even some adults need to go back to looking at Sesame Street to learn they alphabets, they one, two, threes, all over again. In their colors. But we moving on past that. We move on to so we got a Texas woman who ended up getting bit by a snake while she went to the restroom, her own restroom. It came up through the toilet. I said, ma'am, I hope it wasn't a poisonous snake. But you got to be careful in Texas. I said, I'd be wondering, like, everybody going down to move down to Texas, and it's like, you got to deal with snakes, spiders, but snakes coming up through your pipes. Yeah, that's a little weird and a little dangerous. And I don't think I could ever do that. But moving on past that, we move on to so this man gave advice because he said his homeboys tried to get him to break up with his girlfriend. When he did break up with her, they ended up the homeboy that told him he needed to break up ended up trying to date her. So he said, don't he advising guys, do not tell your homeboys anything and do not break up. I said, mm, you really shouldn't have told him, be telling your homeboys a lot of the details of your relationship. You should, I said, I would go to my dad, my mom, one of somebody like that, and get more advice from them than a friend. If you having serious trouble, like if it's the surface stuff, then yes, I will tell the homie what's going on, and then here we go, we're gonna move on past that. But some people do what you're gonna do, cause it's always a friend that's trying to get with your girl. So we move on to so Virginia High School was on the news, Channel 5 News in Virginia. So there's been multiple fights going on at the school. They got two buildings. They got a main building, they got a new built building. So there was four people fighting, four ladies, and the security guard got knocked clean out on the ground. You got them videotaping it. She clearly they I said, ma'am, so wow. So they ended up getting suspended. The school ended up being shut down for the full week, both schools, because they said there's been a fight going on at this school since the beginning of the school year and haven't stopped because the kids are rude. They run the halls. They don't do what they're supposed to do. And it's just a mess. So we move on to the last story of the day, and we got Detroit. Now, we got Lululemon. So it's three women that are actually most wanted right now because they done stole 5K worth of clothes. I said, that's it. I said, you went into the store. It's three of y'all. So y'all should at least came out with 5K each or at least over that. 10K or more. But y'all didn't do that. But I hope that y'all get away with this. Cause they got pictures of y'all. So that's all I got. Let's check out the comments. Good morning to everybody. Uh let's see. Hey UK. This in huh? Okay. If that's what you think. Um big shout out to Big J Kobe. Compton. Hope I'm saying it right. But that's all we got today, y'all. Y'all have a nice day, and I'll be back at y'all later. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye, y'all.